there's a reason I'm just now getting to this review, and it's because they did a terrible job of making me want to watch this movie. Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel is about the character of Carol Danvers, who is kind of the most powerful Marvel superhero now. I don't know. This is her origin story. Now, she's kind of starting off the new Avengers. Now, once Endgame comes out, they're going to kind of start a new phase. This, I guess, will be phase 4. And it's like the new group of Avengers. And it includes, like, different characters we haven't seen, so they're going to start introducing more characters, stuff like that. And so this is kind of the beginning of that new endeavor, and I really think they missed the mark on this one. I'm not going to do a too in-depth video here. I'm actually going to record 2 videos today and probably upload them both today. The second one will kind of be about my thoughts about spoilers and things that I think they need to do to make it better and things like that. But this is just going to be more of a review of the movie. Now, there's 2 parts of a movie. There is the do I want to see the movie, which is what I referred to at the beginning of this video, and is this movie any good? And that'll be the what this review is more about. Hey, look, it's Goose, guys. See, cats make everything better. As a Marvel movie, this is kind of a weak one. So we've come to know Marvel movies as it's kind of a progression that they've consistently got better. We started out with a really good intro with Iron Man. One of the best Marvel movies still, and it was the very first one, besides probably The Incredible Hulk, but I don't really count that one. And then after that, we've kind of done this, but they've consistently got better. We had 3 of the best Marvel movies this year with Infinity War, Black Panther, and when I say this year, I mean last year, and Spider-Man Homecoming. Those are 3 very solid Marvel movies. And this movie feels like it should have come out at the beginning of phase 2, maybe, or at the end of phase 1, in terms of quality. Now, I'll talk about some of the good things first, and then I'll get into the bad things. Some of the good things were some of the supporting characters. I think that her best friend, I don't remember the actress' name, she was great and dominated any scene she was in. Samuel L. Jackson's fine. I don't think he was great. I think he's just doing him at this point, and it's fine, and I like it. Ben Middleton is good in this movie. Jude Law's fine. I think he's just been given terrible scripts lately. And other than that, we don't have any other side characters. So those ones, they're pretty solid. Some of the visuals in this movie are awesome. Now, I say some because the overall movie was kind of bleak. We see a few great set pieces, and then a few others that look like set pieces. One of the first scenes when they go in and attack the Skrulls, they're rescuing their guy, that whole scene, if you've seen the movie, that is like right on the back lot of Universal or Disney or wherever they're shooting this. Like, it looks like a set from an old Star Trek movie. It's terrible. Just terrible. And I know it might all be CGI, whatever, but it was bad. There's a few other moments in this movie that I'm just like, that's the best you could do? Okay. I just didn't buy into that, but some of the other stuff, like her suit and even the Skrulls themselves and the way they changed faces, and some of that I really enjoyed. I liked the nostalgia from the 1990s. That was really cool. Seeing the blockbuster, you see that in the trailers, it's awesome. They kind of went for a Guardians of the Galaxy feel, but there's a big problem with that. Now, those are really, honestly, the only couple things I like about this movie. I don't think the movie is just garbage and terrible and I hate it. I just think it's meh. And now here's some of the things that I didn't like. So, Guardians of the Galaxy, the reason that was such a big success, one, Chris Pratt. Okay, Chris Pratt is one of the most likable people and actors that I know. He's super fun, you can enjoy watching him, he understands, like, charisma. You know who doesn't? Brie Larson. Oh my gosh, she was a brick wall for this entire movie. The beginning of the movie, she's fighting with, or training, I should say, with Jude Law's character, and they're fighting, and he's like, you need to keep your emotions out of it. I'm like, sitting here going, what emotions? She's like, gets angry a little bit here and there, but she's just stoic brick wall the whole time. And they go in on this mission, and she's just like walking down the middle, and I'm just like, what is going on? Like, she's not a, what? And then throughout the movie, she's the exact same the entire movie. What? And then like at the end when she like, and this isn't a spoiler, but she's like, I'm gonna just, let my emotions out. And you're like, what? As if you haven't... it's just frustrating, because there wasn't any emotion in the whole movie anyway. But I don't know if you can blame that as much on Brie Larson as much as you can blame that on the director. Now, the director had no idea what they're doing. None. Okay? And you can see it through the entire movie. It's not just, oh, you know, didn't have much here or there. No. There was stuff here that studios didn't affect that she should have got better. One, the acting performances. Brie Larson should have been better. Should have been much better. Two, the action scenes in this movie. They are brutally bad. Some of the first ones are okay, and even one of them I was like, oh, this is a pretty cool action scene, the way it's shot. It's like very just like slow paced and like nothing's too great. But some of those action scenes at the end, oh, that one in that spaceship was cringeworthy. It was so bad. Like, what? Who directed this? I didn't care about anything that was happening. I was just like, what? Oh, she's fighting those guys. Like, I didn't care at all what was going on. The screenplay, what? There's moments in this when a big twist happens, and I'll talk about this more in the other video, and the characters just act like it's no big deal. Like, at all. Like, something big that's been driving this entire movie happens, and you find out, oh, twist! And they just instantly get on board and go the other way. And you're like, you just did a 180. With what? It doesn't make sense. This movie's paced horribly. The script is just terrible. And then the directing of that script is bad. There's few things that you can point to this movie and say, oh, that is classic Marvel, or that's better than any Marvel movie has done. Nope. Probably nothing in this entire movie. Now, I understand what this movie is for. They marketed it as a first... Let me make sure I get this right. Marvel's first female lead superhero. There we go. First off, we've all been wanting a Black Widow movie since the Avengers came out a long time ago. So don't tell me that, oh, I can't believe it, it's so good that they're doing this. No, we should be saying, you guys suck for taking this long, okay? We've been wanting a Black Widow movie for a long time, and they just haven't given it to us. For some reason. No idea why. And then Wonder Woman came out last year, much better movie than this, in probably every single way. Better direction, for sure. Better action, better acting, better marketing. Now that's the big one. I'm going to talk about that in just a second. And then we've also got movies like Alita Battle Angel that just came out. That's a good female lead superhero movie. Now it's not a superhero movie because it's anime or whatever, but like they're trying to market it as like, look at what we're doing. We're so good. We're above the curve. It's like you guys are so far behind right now. And this is Disney. This is the people that are speaking out against us viewers as, I can't believe you guys don't like this movie. And I'm sitting here going, what? We've been wanting a Black Widow movie. Come on. Or any movie. We don't care as long as it's a good movie. I'd take a Gamora movie. Are you kidding me? She's a great actor, great character, and they didn't give us that either. So don't sit here and tell me that we as the viewers are the problem, which is what Brie Larson and a lot of them have been pushing, is that like you just don't want to see a woman movie. No, that's not what this is about. You just make a sucky movie and you're marketing. Now, let's talk about the marketing real quick. I know this video is going to be a little long. Whatever, it had to be. The marketing of this movie was feminism. Okay, fine. Do your thing. It's going to be amazing. This is going to be the best Marvel movie ever. Those were like the three big things that I heard. Nothing, not one thing that I saw in the trailers or in the promo stuff made me think any of those were true. And so why did I want to watch this movie? I didn't. I really would have rather not watched this movie because nothing about the marketing made me want to watch it. And I definitely don't watch movies if I think the marketing sucks. There have been a lot of movies I'm like, man, that looks bad. I just don't see it. A lot of Oscar type movies had horrible trailers and horrible stuff, and I just didn't see them until later. Okay, that's just kind of the way. I didn't see Bohemian Rhapsody till like months after, 5 months later, 4 months, something like that. That was up for Best Picture. Now, that's a different story. But that's what marketing does. It gets you in the cinema, and that did not do the case with this movie. It just didn't make me want to watch it. I was sitting here going, oh, so here's your agenda. It's flat out being thrown in my face. If I don't agree with your agenda, which I don't because I've been wanting Black Widow for a long time, I'm not on board going, yes, it's about time. I'm not sitting here going, you guys suck for taking this long. That's my thought of their marketing. They need to get rid of their marketing team completely, get a new one, or somehow change it because this movie was just marketed horribly. But, you know, the outcome's about the same as what I expected from the marketing. It's mediocre, it's bland, it's boring. I don't care much about this movie, and it is just forgettable. A big part of that is Endgame comes out in a month. So who decided it was good to launch this movie a month before the biggest Marvel movie ever comes out? Probably a bad idea. And now you can look at numbers and this and that. It's like, I'm just talking about how this movie's going to be remembered. It's not going to be remembered because they're going to remember Endgame in a month. And in 3 months from now, we're going to be talking about Endgame, and not even talking about Captain Marvel. But the reason they had to force it out was so she could be in Endgame, but I don't think she's going to have a big role. I think she's just going to kind of be there and help out here and there, but she's not going to be a big character. And I kind of hope so because this is the end of phase 1. And I want it to be over. I want them to end it. Then we can move on to the next phase. And I say phase 1 meaning all the superheroes we know up to this point. Thanos, all this going down, it's going to end. And then we can start the new Avengers with Brie Larson or Captain Marvel and all those guys. And so that's kind of why I don't want her to be a big part of Endgame, is she shouldn't be. We haven't grown up with her. We haven't got 4 movies right by now with her in it. Even Ant-Man has 2 movies, and he's been in 3 or 4. She's been in 1, which is just came out, and then she's going to be in the second one, so I just really hope they use her correctly. I think the Russo brothers will, because they're very good directors. So those are my thoughts on Captain Marvel. I think this movie is forgettable. You shouldn't watch it. My rating that I'm going to give it is it's worth streaming on Netflix when it gets there. Now, Disney's coming out with their own streaming service, so watch it then. But it's forgettable. Now, if you like going to the theater, just eating your popcorn, just enjoying just a generic movie, you're going to love this movie. I mean, if you like all the Marvel movies so far, you're probably going to like it. But if you like good movies, this movie's going to very much frustrate you in almost every way. All right, so that is all I have for Captain Marvel. I hope you enjoyed. I'm sorry about my ranting. If you want to hear more about me ranting, watch my next video, which is going to come out soon. So, thanks for watching. Peace.